I pulled out the tux and I decided why not do a small artist awards nominations. And I'm about to get into this. Just wait up, just wait. This is not promo, but it kind of is due to my Broke to Music Star series that I'm doing right now, which you can go watch. I have to make 3 YouTube videos this month, like long form. One was the sushi, just going through past content. 2 was the music video for Thanos, and 3 is this right here. I didn't really know what to do, so I decided why not shout out some small artists and do nominations. And what I mean by nominations, I'm going to list out artists from different follower range. Ones from like really, really tiny that you definitely probably never heard of. Respect to you guys though, I've heard of you at least. To ones that are a little bit more familiar, but you still very likely probably not have heard of them. But basically, I have the whole year to try to guess which artist I think is going to have the biggest breakout year for that year until March 1st, 2026. But yeah, next year we'll reconvene and see if I was right. Maybe a different artist popped up that completely took its spot, but why not get into it? Now, the first category is the smallest of the small artists, and it's the under like 250 followers total. First up, we got Anonymous Misfit. His most popular song right now is Love by You with Will to Live. It sounds kind of like this. I'm going to copyright the crap out of this video, but I don't care.
And that's something that I never felt. Told me to be careful when I played the cards that I was dealt. You helped me to realize that there's a better version of myself. You wonder if you're good enough. Don't worry, there's no one else.
Now, as an artist watching this, I'm going to give a positive and something I think that they could improve on. Please note, I am a very inexperienced artist. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. I'm just saying from a listener standpoint what I think would sound cool. Completely ignore it if you don't think it pertains to you. So the positives for Anonymous Misfit is, 1, I think that he has a ton of stuff coming out. I think he's going to be very consistent. Since I was able to talk to him, I know more of the stuff that's coming out. I know he has a whole lot of things planned. The thing that I think he can improve on is just overall artist presence. And I think he's honestly trying to work on that right now from what I've heard. Mostly it's learning how to do his cover art more, learn how to produce more. Overall, having a bigger artist image, figuring out what works and fits for him, what his style is. And he's already talked to me knowing that that's the main thing he wants to do. At least I think so. But yeah, that's what I would say for him. Next is my good friend Wannabe. I'm actually going to play her newest song. Let's skip to the part where she's singing.
Twilight blueprint in the light. I cannot be a doctor as a man. However I wanna be.
Positives, she definitely has a very good set of what kind of artist she wants to be and how she wants to portray herself. I think she's doing very good at that, and she's starting to put out more stuff and being consistent. What I would love to see is just more technical on the sound standpoint. I think once she learns how to mix even better, once she learns how to like fully go crazy with producing, I think she's gonna go crazy. Next is my good friend Armin Healy. Now, I actually have a song with him, but I'm not gonna play that one. I'm actually gonna play his newest song as well.
Come out in painful moments, and it's safe to say that I have found myself.
It's a great voice. But yeah, Armin Healy is crazy. And honestly, Armin Healy has a great voice. I think he produces all his music, and just overall is a very, very good artist. The only thing that I want to see is more consistency. My man has 3 songs over the course of like a while. Oh my gosh, if he releases regularly, like drops a freaking album, oh my gosh. But I have to give the first award nomination, I would say. I think for Wannabe, I think she just needs to develop her sound a little bit more. I think the other 2 with Armin Healy and Anonymous Misfit, they both have a little bit more technical side on sound, but I think she's just so close. I just know how hard it is to learn all that technical stuff. I'm still learning as it is. As in mixing, finding your own sound, things like that. I'm still figuring that out myself. But I just think it's going to take a little bit longer than the other 2 to find immediate success. Again, I'm doing this as immediate success within a year, and a year is not that long of time. So it was between 2 people, Anonymous Misfit and Armin Healy. This was really hard, I'm not gonna lie, because I think both these artists could do really, really well. I do think Armin Healy, that if he released consistently, it's basically a gamble. I can take like the sure bet with Anonymous Misfit, and I know he's going to release decently consistently, and I know that I can see where he can go. He can go pretty far. The thing with Armin Healy, though, is I could see him going even farther than I could if he was consistent. It's just gambling on, do I think he's going to be consistent in this year? Honestly, it was way too close to decide, and the only reason I made a decision was because if I chose one, it might have seemed a little rigged because I've been on the channel with him so much. So I decided to go Armin Healy. I'm going to take the gamble. Let's see if it ends up. He might not even release this year, but I'm going to take the gamble and say Armin Healy is going to be the most breakout artist of 2025 for this group. Next, we got like the 500. Next, we got like the 500 follower artists and stuff like that. And we are going to get into that. First, we got Will to Live, and he has a good amount of followers. He's like a total of like 500 across platforms, maybe even more. Skip the part where he's
Is there more to the story than what I see before me? I know that it's hard for me, but I might lose a part of me.
He has like a spacey, dreamy vibe very much to all his songs, which I think is really cool. The thing with him, I know he's super, super busy. I think me and him are in the same boat with just how extremely busy we are nonstop. And so I don't know if he's going to be consistent, and that would be the number one thing I think for him. Next is JR. I'm just going to play the song that has 2,000 streams, so this is his profile. So here we go.
I've been moving no delay, clearing all my thoughts. I'm trying to hear all that you say. I've been up forever now, I'm trying to catch my break.
This man definitely has a style. I think that's why he's popped off so quickly. It's like if you mix Yeet, Gavi, and his own style together, I think you get him. Like, I think that's the closest way I can explain it to you. But yeah, this man's been going crazy, and he's really, really young. I think he's like 15 or 16 or something. I don't even know how old he is. 16. There we go. I answered on my own. Last but not least is someone I just came into conversation with, and it's 15K easy. And that's because we might have a collab on the way. So I'm going to play his most popular song, and we'll get into that.
I got 40 rest. I just pull up in a brand new Corvette. I know she hate me, yeah. She know my Gwen Stacy, yeah. Yeah, she be trying to bait me. She acting like she made me.
This man definitely has his sound. Actually, it's a sound that I really like. I kind of like the hyper pop, like trap stuff, hyper trap. I try to get more into that as well. I think he's gonna do really, really well. The thing is, I just heard of him like a week ago, so it's kind of hard for me to like evaluate things like that. I would say I really love his sound. I really like his vibe. If I had to choose who was gonna win, I'm gonna be real. I'd be one of the easier ones just because I have a feeling that this person's going to launch really crazy. I think that they're already performing some live shows. I got to give it to JR. Even though I don't think he really knows who I am. I barely know a ton about him. I honestly think he's going to go really, really far. He's only 16 too, which is crazy. Next is under 10K followers, but of course over more than like 1,000. So we got my good friend. We got Caden Jordan, which, if you are a huge fan of this channel, like back in Z-Day, I actually made a video about this man because I really love his music.
No, I stay with my team. Bro walk like he crippled. There ain't no blood on his jeans. My life is a movie, so you better stay out my scene.
I'm gonna be real. This was my top artist, I think, of last year. I think he has an album coming out too, and at the very least, he has a song called Temple coming out that he's promoting heavy. So next, we got someone who I just covered on this channel. I already played his song, so we're going to try a different song. We're going to do Off the Leash.
You're too slow. Okay, I'm off the leash and that's no kizzy. I gotta preach, I finna get busy. Twisted that mystery, finna get dizzy.
Yeah, always high energy, something that I cannot do, as you can see on the one song that I did last week. He just released a song. I know that it was Good Kid, Maverick City. I just don't know how much he's going to release. I think he might have got signed to a label. I really don't know what's going on with him. Again, some of these artists I don't follow as closely. Last is Eastside Jotty, which is somebody that I used to work with.
Traffic got me walking with a limp. I came from nothing, had a dollar, made it flip.
I actually think he has better songs than that one that I just played, but that was like the one that was clean. But yeah, I think his songs are really hard. He just released a clothing brand, which is called Feed at Night. I think he's going to go really crazy with that too. I think he already has a bunch of traction on that as well. So this is very hard because I think all these artists are going to have like massive, massive years. Nah, someone's gonna clip that as a meme. The person I think is gonna do the farthest, even though I technically listen to the least amount of this person's music. Again, I'm sorry. I only can listen to so many people's music. I actually don't listen to that music because I've been working on a lot. But the person that I'm giving it to is Eastside Jotty. I just think with his clothing brand, I think this man's gonna hustle his way to getting really, really far. Already as he is. I think he knows what he's doing. He already knows how to do clothing. He already has like a degree in mixing and stuff like that. And yeah, I think he's gonna go extremely far. That's a big artist group that have a ton of followers, but we're trying to make it to like the next level, trying to hit like 1 million or something. And the first one is Jude Barkley, my personal favorite artist, I think, right now.
Promise, don't get them made over, we ain't making up. Or don't give things away if you want them back. You're buying a one-way ticket to the past. Saw you slowing down, I like moving fast, and I don't look bad.
Anyway, that's his music, my personal favorite artist right now. I listen to him nonstop. Next is Swayze. There he is. I can play his. I'm gonna play 21 Guns because that song was so good.
What does it mean to exist? I don't know nothing but this. Yeah, they gon' remember the kid.
But that's Swayze. I think this man's going crazy. Not only did he have like the incredible fitness journey, but his music right now is going crazy. Then last but not least is Graham. I'm gonna play you my personal favorite song from him, which I don't even think is in his top 10.
Star 67, I can't show my face around you now. Focus on the present, but my past coming out the ground. New phone, cleaning up my contacts, you still around.
So that's Graham, and he already has 2 million listeners, so I guess he's not really on the small artist side as I thought he was. He's just growing so fast. I think that's the reason why I won't be choosing him as my top 3, because he kind of already broke out, didn't he? I didn't really think about that, but it's too late to go back now. And Jude Barkley is my favorite artist. I know he's releasing at least 2 EPs this year, but here's the thing, man. I think Swayze's going crazy right now. I already know this man's got drive. His music is going insane. He has insane visuals. His music video for 21 Guns and all his other stuff is going crazy. If I had to do the most sure bet of who I think is going to win out of all these categories, I think Swayze in this category is going to win, like, without a doubt in my mind. Like, I really do think that. We'll reconvene, rewatch this video, see if I'm right. I think the next year video will be actually more interesting, but we got to start it somewhere. And then we'll even do nominations for 2027. So, thank you guys for watching. I'm Who Cares. Go listen to Thanos, because that music video is already out and we're gonna be promoting that like crazy. Then go watch Broken Music Star series, as this is the result of it. So I'm gonna edit this and you're gonna be seeing this tomorrow morning. So see you guys later.